Hello, welcome to Yeshua Television UK. It's me again, Pastor Ojimba Alex, and the topic for today is simply the Black Israelites. Why did I theme this topic, the Black Israelites? I'll tell you why. It's because when people read the Old Testament and they read about Moses and they read about the Israelites and how they escaped Egypt, people don't really understand that the Israelites, or the ancient Israelites, were black people. So I'm here to explain how the ancient Israelites were black people, and the way that the Bible has been modernized today and has been translated and has been edited is taking away the true meaning or the true value of who the ancient Israelites were culturally, they were indigenous, that's the word. They were the indigenous people of Israel, and that's them there. They are the black Hebrew Israelites. I found this picture and I want to share it with you. And because I want people to come out of that concept or idea of not knowing who the Israelites were. These are God's original people. When God's talking about, I'm the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, he's talking about the black Israelites. That's exactly what God was talking about. So here is an identification of what I really mean. The pictures don't lie. These are the ancient Israelites. So you've seen it. And yeah. So the topic is the black ancient Israelites. And I want you to understand that the Israelites, or the black ancient Israelites, under the regime of Pharaoh, the ancient Egyptian king and leader, had the black Israelites as his slaves. Yeah, he had them as his slaves. So the Israelites that they talk about in the Bible, under the rulership of Pharaoh, were the black ancient Israelites. Right. But that's not even where I'm going. What I'm going is, like, King Pharaoh himself at the time, who was the world's most powerful leader. So think of Donald Trump today. Think of Putin today. They call themselves world leaders. King Pharaoh, the Egyptian leader, ancient leader at the time, was even 100 times more powerful than Donald Trump of today and Putin of today. So with King Herod's power and leadership, negative leadership and authority, what he done is the black ancient Israelites were scattered all over Egypt. The black ancient Israelite slaves were scattered all over Egypt. So they're scattered in that area, 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 they're scattered in that area. And what being scattered all over the place does is it weakens you as a people. Because, say for instance, you got 50 men, 50 black people in London. You got 50 black people in Glasgow. You got 50 black people in Germany. You got 50 black people in Paris. You got 50 black people in Cardiff. You got 50 black people in Rome. You got 50 black people in Spain. That will make them weak because they're not really united and strengthened. But all those people all these black people that were scattered all over Egypt, if they were to come together as one unit, they can form a community and they will be the stronger for it. So when the Bible talks about Pharaoh, King Pharaoh at the time, having slaves in Egypt, the Bible doesn't make it clear, but from my understanding and from my knowledge, I'm here to say that the black slaves that were in Egypt at the time were scattered all over Egypt, so they were the weaker for it. All right, you got that. So this led God to call him Moses. And God called Moses. And Moses looked up. He said, Father, here I am. And God said to Moses, I want you to become a leader of these black slave Israelites. And Moses is asking God how and why. And God said, no, don't worry about that. I want you to become a leader of these black slave Israelites because I want you to bring them together. So God was building up a picture in the mind of Pharaoh, of Moses. And when Moses understood the picture or the vision that God was building up in his mind, Moses accepted. He became the leader of the black Israelites. And they came together as one community. Now, coming together as one black community will make them stronger. But they need a leader to bring them together. And that's why in the world today, when I look at black people all over the world today, they're scattered all over the place. In America, in Jamaica, in the Caribbean, in Europe, in Africa, in Australia. They don't have a leader. Just like the black Israelites had to come together. And if God didn't want the black Israelites to have a leader, then God wouldn't have called Moses in the first place. We're going somewhere. We're going somewhere. God wouldn't have called Moses in the first place. Don't forget, my television is called Yeshua Television UK. That's Yeshua, the original black Jesus Christ of Nazareth. So the black Israelites, the slaves in Egypt, they formed a community. Yes, they did. They formed a community. And when they formed the community, this took the Egyptian slave masters as a surprise. Suddenly, they're seeing the black slaves coming together. It's the power of God through Moses that was bringing them, that was amalgamating them together. It was uniting them together. They're coming together now. Something is changing. So when the black Israelite slaves came together as a community, they cried out to God. And you know what? When they cried out to God as a community and as a people, as an organized people with an organized vision and an organized plan, God heard their cry as a community. But when they were all over the place, number one, they were not even crying out to God. Number two, they were not even organized. Number three, they didn't even have a vision. So God heard their cry through Moses. So I want you to understand that the major reason why I'm making this video today is because I want black people to come together all over the world as a community and fight the battle that they're in. This is not a joke. This can't be a joke. That's the black Israelites. From slaves to kings. Black people need to come together. I'm talking about all over the world now. And form a community, just like Moses said to the black slaves, the black Israelite slaves, ancient Israelite slaves, come together, let's form this a community. God has called me. That's what black people need to do all over the world. We must come together, form a community, and we must fight this battle. We must fight this demonic battle. Because if you like it or not, black people are in a battle in this world. Is slavery a joke? I don't think so. It's not a battle. That was a major battle. Apartheid, is it a battle? That someone taking over your land from you? That is a battle. COVID, is that a battle? All these things. World wars. Black people have found themselves in a disadvantage. All these diseases heat up on black people. AIDS, heat up on black people. Starvation, heat up on black people. It's about time black people formed a community, a global community, and they realize that they're in a battle that is eating them up. They're in a battle that is consuming them. And I want you to also to understand that just like the black ancient Israelite slaves came together in Egypt and they formed a community that pleased God, I want the modern black people all over the world today to understand that the battle they're in is not an individual battle. You can't win this battle all by yourself. God didn't call slaves individually, he called them collectively. For them to get out of the bondage that they were in. And I'm also here to say to you that when black people come together as a community and they find a leader and they're organized and they begin to cry out to God from inside their souls, black people will begin to reclaim everything that's been stolen from them in this world. I am Pastor Jimba Alex, and I would like you to share my videos with your friends and family, and let's grow this community together. Yesterday, I was doing my preaching, and people in the streets were coming up to me, and they were even giving me US dollars. Not only do I get paid in pounds now, but I get paid in US dollars as well. You heard, you heard, yeah. Bless.